All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we're gonna be taking a look at the 3 new Eza'S that dropped. I think yesterday. I guess it was yesterday morning. I guess I'm not that late. I know I'm a little late, but I'm not super late. We had Nail, Super Saiyan Goku, and Full Power Frieza. We're gonna take a look at them, not really in order. There's no specific order. I guess we're starting with Nail. I don't really know what to expect from most of these characters. I did play a little bit with the Frieza, and we'll talk about that when I get to the character. But for now, let's just start off with Nail. So leader skill is gonna be Namekians, category key 3, HP, attack and defense 160. Wait, what? This is a Dokkan Fest character? No, right? This is a banner unit. His leader skill's 160. I mean, it's shy of 170, but that's only 10%. Dude, if he's good, he's probably a better leader than this physical Piccolo. That's kind of crazy. Wait, what? That's kind of crazy. Namekians isn't really a. Actually, there's like nobody on here. I guess this guy's on Namekians. How the you can have a Vegeta on Namekians? That's crazy. That's cool. That's pretty cool to think about. You can have a Vegeta on the Namekians. Now, the Namekians himself isn't really a team at all. Like you have, I guess you'll have the Nail. This Piccolo's kind of fallen off, like off a cliff. You could probably still run him. You might just have to hide him a little bit. You got Orange Piccolo, who's still runnable, but he gets cooked. Piccolo Junior's way past his prime. He gets cooked. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you have like no one else is on here. Like Namekians suck. It was a dead category when it came out. It's a dead category now. Like this, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this. It's horrible. Now, like this category could have been a lot better if they would just include like any card with Piccolo in it. Just being on the Namekians would save Namekians as a category. Like Namekians is always going to be a dead category because by the time you get a new Piccolo or Namekian card, the last best Namekian card is dead. Like they're done, it's over. So you're gonna pretty much be running Nail on any of his other categories, which is Connected Hope or Planet Namek Saga. Planet Namek Saga is a pretty decent category now with the new Vegeta. He's still pretty good. And then Connected Hope looks pretty solid. Oh, Connected Hope's pretty solid. Yeah, you got Beast, Sand Trio, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is okay. This Sand Trio is okay. Future Gohan's still pretty solid. You know what I mean? They're pretty solid still. You have some options, and then you have like the 3 best characters in the game on here. Like when like what 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You got like the 3 best characters in the game. They can carry anything. Like you could just get carried by these 3 characters alone being on the team. So yeah, that's something to think about. I think that's going to be his best team, Connected Hope. Now, if he's not super restricted, then yeah, this will work pretty well for him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into his passive skill. So you have attack and defense 150%, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense 150% for 3 turns for the character's entry turn, plus an additional attack and defense 150%, and reduces damage received by 30% to 77%. The less HP remaining, the greater the reduction. When there is another Namekians category ally on the team, all allies key to attack and defense 50% when there is an ally whose name includes Piccolo, Demon King, Boo, etc. excluded on the team, launches an additional super attack, and all attacks become critical hits when there is a Wicked, Bloodline, or Planet Namek Saga category enemy. Yeah, I'm not too impressed. Like, this could have been really good if he had like guard in here. And then they also restricted if there needs to be another Namekians on the team. And like we literally just seen, Namekians is dead as fuck. Like, who the fuck are you? Orange Piccolo? Maybe he's like the only character you're probably running on him. I guess you can probably run this Piccolo, but again, he's not really the greatest. And then like he's supporting All Out Struggle or Movie Heroes, which Nail is like on none of those categories. Like he's just not there. He's on none of those categories. So yeah, I mean, I'm not super impressed with this character. I don't really think he's going to be doing much. And then like, what Wicked, Bloodline, or Planet Namek Saga category enemy are you fighting? Ooh, the legendary Frieza event? I mean, I guess you can run him in there, but that's it. Like they should have just removed this. and then just gave him guard, and then he's fine. Like, this is fine. This here is fine. Like, just have a Piccolo on the team. I'm fine with that. We can get a new Piccolo at any point in time. But Namekians are just dead. I mean, I guess if you're running a Piccolo, you're running Namekians. But I don't like how this is restricted with his damage reduction. Like, if you don't have a Piccolo or Namekians, like you just can't run him. So yeah, done with this character already. I don't see any point in him. I don't like him. I'm not a fan. You're not running the Namekians. He's a pretty dead character. Is there even a Piccolo on Connected Hope? Orange Piccolo. This guy. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's a done deal. What about Planet Namek Saga? Do we have a Planet Namek Saga Piccolo? No, we don't. Where's this guy? He's a Baron unit too, though. Wait. This is Planet Namek Saga? Really? Huh. I actually don't remember whose banner. He was on the Goku banner. I would say I don't even remember that character. All right, well, that's Nail. Not too impressed again. Not really a fan of this character. Let's go ahead and move on to the Goku. So here we have Super Saiyan Goku, leader skill, AGL, tech, and SCR types, key 3, HP, attack, and defense 90%. Pretty standard stuff. Let's go ahead and look at his categories. Now, Jesus, we see Nail. He was on 3. This guy's on 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 categories. That's a lot of goddamn categories. We love to see it. As far as like his best team, I don't think it really matters. Like, you're probably gonna, if he's good, you're probably gonna run him on all these teams anyways. So let's go ahead and look at his passive skill. These passive skills are really short. All right, first off, we have key 3, attack and defense 200%, survive KO attacks up to once within the turn. If HP is 59% or less when receiving attack, plus an additional attack and defense 200%, and attacks effective against all types starting from that turn. If HP is 20% or less when receiving attack, evades enemy's attack, including super attack, within the turn once only, plus an additional attack and defense 100%, and launches an additional super attack starting from that turn. Recovers 59% HP if HP is 20% or less at the end of the turn once only. If HP is 20% or less when receiving an attack. So this will just proc when your HP is 20% or less, huh? So does this proc and then this procs? So like, if you throw this guy in slot 1, then he just gets one-shotted. He would live. Right? And then his next turn, if you're under 20% HP, somehow you fucking survived, and you can throw him in slot 1 again, and he's just gonna dodge all attacks. And then his turn after that, I guess he can survive a KO attack again. But it's only one attack. I don't know how much I like this character. You can probably find some like very niche uses for him. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to use him in game before I just make a decision. He does get attack and defense 200% here. He gets another 200% here, and he gets another 100% here. So, and then he's also recovering 59% HP. And this is also once only. Dang, they should have made this. If this just wasn't once only, he'd be like God, bro. I swear. They're like so close to making these characters God, but they know better. They know better. Yeah, he's on a lot of categories. I'm gonna have to use him and see how good he turns out being. I'm not super impressed though. He could be very good though. There's a lot of characters I'm just not super impressed by when you're reading their passive, and then you go in game and they're just fucking God. So we'll see. Again, this is, I think, a banner unit, right? It's not a Dokkan Fest, is he? I don't know what he is. I think he's a banner unit. I don't think he's a Dokkan Fest. But yeah, that is the Super Saiyan Goku. Very, very short, easy. Not really much to talk about here. His passive, I mean, it's interesting, but we'll use him in game and see what he's about. Last but not least, we have the full power Frieza. Now, this is a super easy A, not just an easy A, this is a super easy A. So, highly anticipated character. Most super EZAs have been really good, but I've used this guy about once or twice already, and I just wasn't super impressed. But let's go ahead and go over his passive skill before I go ahead and talk about the character. So we have key 3 attack and defense 150%. Then we have attack plus 300% and defense plus 150% when performing a super attack. Then we have reduces damage received by 50% and starting from the 5th turn from the character's entry turn, damage reduction rate minus 10% with each turn pass, no more than 30%. So on turn 5, he's gonna start losing his damage reduction 10% with each turn pass, and then that for 3 turns he's gonna be losing that. So, and then defense plus 150% and reduces damage received by 30% as the first attacker in the turn, plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn. Launches an additional super attack if HP is 50% or more when attacking. If HP is 50% or less when attacking, performs a critical hit when attacking superclass enemies, and attacks effective against all types when attacking extreme class enemies. Plus additional key plus 12 and attack plus 150 when there's a pure sands category enemy. All right, now let's go ahead and just talk about, actually let's go ahead and look at his categories real quick. He is on a lot of categories. He could probably help out a lot of these teams. Debatable, but let's go ahead and just talk about the character. Now, things that I don't like about this passive skill already is honestly not even him losing damage reduction. It's where is it? It's this right here. Plus additional attack and defense 150% when performing super attack as the second or third attacker in the turn. And then this defense 150% and reduces damage received by 30% as the first attacker in the turn. If he just got one of these lines, if they just got rid of either one of them, it doesn't matter which one, either one of them, they just got one of these and just gave this to him, I think the character would just be a lot better. Just because, like, you want the extra damage, like, you really want to put him in slot 1 at all times, right? And you would think 5, 6, 7, 8, you would think 80% damage reduction would do you some good, but it's not enough. This guy takes like 500k for a super attack, and he's taking like 100k per normal post super. Okay, after he super attacks, he's still taking like 100k per normal. I ran him in the Evolution Blue Vegeta phase, the Universe Survival Saga, Supreme Magnificent Battle, and like he was getting cooked. Like I couldn't put him in slot 1, I couldn't put him in slot 2, and slot 3 it didn't even fucking matter because that guy super attacks twice. Now against any other boss where you're probably not getting super attack twice per turn, he's probably still gonna take damage from normals, but he'll probably be a little bit better off. But just that fight alone, he got like absolutely obliterated in. And then like you want to run him in slot 1 for this extra 30% damage reduction, but he can't handle slot 1 pressure. Like this is not a slot 1 character at all. Maybe if they just gave him like guard or something, he'll be a little better, but he can't handle slot 1. And I don't think he ever will be able to handle slot 1. Like there's not a single fight, a single meaningful fight where you're running this guy and it's like, oh my God, he's actually helping the team. Like he was legit holding me back that every time I ran him. He just died. He didn't do anything. So yeah, there's full power Frieza. Not really much more to say about this guy. If you enjoy the character, I'm sorry that I just trashed on him like that. I'm sure like once you start getting some of this, like maybe you get this build up and then you know you get this rolling, maybe he'll look a little bit better, but from my experience, you're usually dead before that even happens. So yeah, and then that's all 3 of the new characters. Out of all 3 of them, I'll probably say Goku's my favorite. Goku might be the best. Maybe not, but maybe we'll say Goku, and then Frieza second best. I think Nail is just useless. I think Nail is like nothing. I think him EZAing now is like really bad. I think there's nothing for him unless we get a Piccolo. Maybe we're getting a Piccolo coming up next, but yeah, Nail is nothing. He's definitely the worst of the 3. But yeah, that's where I rate him. That's gonna be the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.